What's up? It's your favorite attorney, Ali Booker. What's up, y'all? Long time no see. Just kidding. I'll be back on it. Okay. I fell off because it's summertime, but I'm back on. People got things to do, places to go. Is that the police? Y'all, I'm downtown. You never know what's going on around here. Okay. During the George Floyd, they had picket signs and it was busting the windows out over here. It's lots of stuff going on. Sorry about that. Okay, so you guys already know on my channel how it goes. You email me a question or you call with a question, and it very well may end up on my show. Don't get upset with what I say. You know, I'm just one of those types. Okay, it's all in love, but I am gonna get you together. Okay, because at the end of the day, let me tell you something. When you come to my office, say even if you don't, if you get a consult, whatever, I'm gonna go ahead and let you know how things are. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, and I'm just gonna be straightforward. Okay, so don't think anything of it. I love you. I get on myself too. Don't worry about it. Okay. So let's check the email. This is a child custody question. I have a court order for visitation. I have a standard possession order, first, third, and fifth overnights. I'm here in Texas. However, the custodial parent will not allow our children to go with me alone. The custodial parent stated that the only way I can see them is through supervised visits where the custodial parent's significant other, the custodial parent's other kids are present and at a public place. I've compiled I've complied out of fear of not having a relationship with or seeing my kids. The custodial parent told me that it would be just a few visits to make sure the kids are comfortable, but now the custodial parent has backtracked and is stalling. I don't think the custodial parent has any intention of following the court order. I've decided to exercise the terms of our court order even if it means not seeing my kids for a while. I do not have a criminal record, never been to prison, no drug, alcohol use, no history of violence. I'm married with kids and I want my kids to know each other too. I've documented text where the custodial parent has refused to send the kids unless they are supervised. If I bring an enforcement action, can I use these texts as evidence of custodial parent denying visits? Order in the court. This question is out of Dallas, Texas. Honey, yes, you can. I'm going to want you to use those text messages as evidence of the custodial parent denying visits. Let me tell you something. If the court didn't order it and you have a valid order, that person can tell you they need supervised visits. They need to go tell the judge of the court in Dallas that they need supervised visits, not you. You show up at the house, you tell them you're there to take the children, you call the police, you have a certified copy of your order, and you let the police document it if they don't allow the children to come. More than likely, those people are going to open that door, let the children come with you, and it's going to be said and done. Okay? Go with a certified court order and the police. Do you hear me? That's it. That's what you do. Because at the end of the day, sir, I don't care what her significant other, her mama, her daddy, her dog, and her raccoon has to say about you. The court did not order you to be supervised, therefore you don't need to be supervised. Now, if this is a small child and there is no court order and you have inflicted domestic violence or something, I can understand her saying what she has to say, but then I still couldn't understand it because if you come hire me or any other lawyer that is worth our salt, we're going to file for an order for you. And we're not going to request supervised visits. At the end of the day, sir, supervised visits are for very, very finite and extenuating circumstances. They're not for everybody. And at the end of the day, even if a person's not the best parent, they don't need supervised visits. They just need visits that are shortened. Maybe the child can't come with you overnight, but the child can go throughout the day. But the court is in control of that. And at the end of the day, it seems as if the court has already spoken your case. They're already saying what they have to say. And what they have said, sir, is that you get them kids, damn it, and you get them unsupervised. Don't you complied out of fear, baby. I wouldn't have complied out of shit. Cause I'm gonna tell you right now, baby. I wouldn't have cared what she had to say, what her and her significant other had to do. It'd be the HP damn D and me, and we would be there. Okay, so you need to get the police department. You need to go get your kids according to the order. You need to file enforcement against her if that's what she's doing. Cause everybody got time for her and her man watching you. You're a grown ass. You're a grown man. You married with the other children. If she's still stuck on you, does she like you? What's the problem? Why is she trying to inflict pain on you and keep the kids away from you? What did you do to her? See, this is why I ask you as a parent of boys what you did to her, because you done pissed her off. You really scarred her. Yeah, she wouldn't be doing this. But at the end of the day, you can scar her as much as you want. That has nothing to do with the children. The court order says you can take them, sir, and you will be taking them children away. Do you understand me? Don't you sit up here and deal with somebody else's mess because they done told you something, they done scared you. You don't have to sit up there and look at no other grown man. You're a grown man yourself. Ain't nobody gonna tell you when and where you cannot see your kids, what can be said to them. They're gonna be in the room while you talk to your kids. Them are your kids. And you need to have your own relationship with your children. And your children need to be able to look at you and tell you what the hell going on. So you need to see what's going on. You need to get your kids, because let me tell you something. If she wants supervised visits, she want her boyfriend there and everybody else. You don't know if them kids being attacked or something by her ex-boyfriend. Them kids might not, very well may not like that man. Very well they may not like her ass. Maybe want to tell you something about him, and that's why she want to supervise you. Because I don't understand how. She went to court and didn't get supervised visits, and now all of a sudden she wants supervised visits. That ain't making sense to me. If she with a new man and some stuff going on at home, she's trying to make sure the kids don't tell you. What is it? You need to find out what that is. Now, did you go crazy on her after that court order? Did you go crazy on her after the court order and do something and do some domestic violence? If you didn't, sir, I'm not concerned about what she says and what she thinks. Even if you did, she should have went to court. She should have got your visit supervised then. We done. We over. We done moved on. You gonna get your visits the way you supposed to get your visits. Don't you succumb to nobody. Do you understand me? The only person you succumb to is in a robe. And it ain't gonna be pink. It's gonna be black. And that's who the heck you listen to. Don't you ever, never let nobody come between you and your relationship with your child. Do you understand? Or your children? Do you hear me? Not even the mama. Not anybody finna stand for that. Them kids probably need to be rescued. They no telling what's going on. Why the hell does she need to sit up there and listen to you and talk to you and see what you doing? And who in the hell? And first of all, if she wants to visit supervise, why in the hell does she think she's supposed to be the supervisor? Baby, she don't make no sense. I don't like her. I'm just joking, but I don't like this whole situation. And I don't like the fact that you feel like you got to deal with her. That right there makes me feel like you done a little something and you feel guilty. But let me tell you something. I don't care if you did a little something. She needs to bring it to the court's attention, and if she doesn't, you go do what you're supposed to do. Them your kids, sir. That's it. That's all I can say. No. There's no way in the world I'm going to tell you that you need to deal with her mess. Next case. Hell no. Filing enforcement, move on. Get your order, get your shit rendered. Ask for your attorney's fees. Hell, ask for jail if you need to. If she's gonna play with you. And if she don't want to give you your kids and she keep on doing, you gotta bring multiple enforcement, you need to ask for your kids. And just go on to the court to switch custody because you don't have time for all of that. They do that too. Okay? Next case. Next case. Cause no. We're not gonna victimize you today. Criminal defense. Can I get my gun from evidence while I'm bond for my case? I was stopped and charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon and marijuana possession. I had a bill of sale, so I thought my arm would be legal. My arms would be legal. But when I got stopped, I had marijuana on me and was taken to jail and got it on bond. Can I still get my arms back while I'm bailed out? Or do I get it back at all? Baby, order in the court. Wonderful question. Let me tell you something, guys. If they have to put unlawful carrying of a weapon on you, you ain't do much. I'm not trying to, I hate to say that being a lawyer, but I'm just being honest with you. I laugh at unlawful carrying of a weapon. I do. Because at the end of the day, if you have an unlawful carrying of a weapon, you're not a felon. You've never raised that weapon at somebody or done something to them, or else you will be adjudicated of such. And you haven't been. So an unlawful carrying of a weapon just means you had the weapon and not in the right place at the right time, and you didn't have the concealed handgun license, and you had it concealed or whatever, and it was outside the law. That's a slap on the wrist. That's a misdemeanor, sir. You need to go to get your gun back. What I need you to do is file a motion to restore your property. Okay? Or tell your lawyer, whoever is fighting your criminal case, to file a motion to restore your property at the end of the day. Because you need to get your gun back. Now, even if the judge doesn't want to give you your gun back, there are many times the judge will give your lawyer the gun back to the end of the case. Okay? And let your lawyer keep it in trust, and you just pay your lawyer a storage fee and get your gun back. But I would file a motion to restore my property because I wouldn't let them son of a guns keep my gun. And that's just it. Because people love to sell stuff. And the government ain't no different. They get your stuff and they get their hands on it. Then they try to seize it. Then they try to sell it. They get the money off of your shit. You don't know if that was heirloom. Could have been your grandpa's. Your mama could have gave it to you. We don't know. But you need to file your motion to restore your property, sir. Go ahead and fight your case. Do what you got to do. It's a unlawful carrying weapon. It ain't the end of the world. Okay? I'm not advocating violence, but I'm saying it ain't the end of the world, baby. You ain't no felon. I ain't too concerned with it. You just wasn't carrying it right. Go ahead and beat your case. Do what you gotta do. Get your concealed handgun license. Now you had the marijuana up in there. I ain't gonna get on you too much with the marijuana. I can't believe they took you down for the marijuana because we really don't really prosecute marijuana cases in the state of Texas, even though it's illegal. It is illegal here. And guys, this goes for everybody. There's many places across the United States where marijuana is illegal, but they really ain't prosecuting it. So I'm wondering why they prosecuting it. Probably because they just wanted that gun. You didn't hear that from me. Allegedly, they wanted to steal that gun. If it was DPS, God dog it, they known for that. But you didn't hear that from me? Allegedly, they known for taking guns. Okay, that's all I'm gonna tell you. So if it was DPS, honey, get your motion to restore on file immediately, okay? Because that is may be in the officer's trunk of his house, in his garage, at home. You didn't hear from me. It's just allegedly. I don't know. Hey, I'm just saying what I might think that may occur. You might want to file your motion, okay? Different jurisdictions deal with guns in different ways. DPS. Get your shit. Now, if there's somebody else that's over there at the evidence locker room, you still need to get it. People forget about stuff, and it's cheats in the state, they sell it. Okay? They hand it over to people. They do whatever, allegedly. Okay? So, yes, file your motion. I don't think you did anything too much or nothing. You was wrong for having an unlawful carry weapon, okay, and the marijuana. We're not going to say you weren't, but, sir, you're not punishable by more than a year on both of those cases, so please move on and move on with your life and go get your stuff. Y'all don't let people make you feel like you're entitled to your property. You have a constitutional right to your property, okay? And to be happy with your property. Make people jump through hoops when they want to take your shit. Thank you. Next case. How much of a sentence does an inmate have to serve on a 2-year sentence of a felon in possession of a weapon case? My husband was denied parole and was sent off to 7/22. That's July of 2022. Does that mean he has to wait until then, or can he come out sooner for good conduct? That's a good question. Let me tell y'all something about taking a 2-piece. I try to tell people this all the time, but they don't listen to me. They don't believe me. Now, I can just say allegedly. I can't tell you for sure, but I do parole and I do criminal. I'm going to let you know this right here. Much of the time, not all the time, you're going to have to talk to your lawyer, and don't take this as no legal advice. But I just tell you what I've had to do. Sometimes I tell clients, don't take the 3-piece. I'm telling you what I know now. A lot of the times, especially on a violent case, you gonna serve all of that too, but you gonna come up for parole and catch parole on that 3. Okay? Now don't go tell anybody Ali Booker style. I need to take a 3 over a 10 because I'm gonna catch. I ain't tell you nothing. I said that's what's been happening in my case. And most of the time, that's what I end up advising my clients with the facts of their case. But a lot of the times, 3 sound better than 2. 2 is a lower number. You're going to serve all of that 2. You're going to catch parole, short way or other ways on the 3. Next case. I know it sounds crazy. And it's a little risky something, but hey, it ain't failed me yet. Next case. So, ma'am, to answer your question, he going to serve all of that 2. He's serving that 2, boo. He should have took a 3. He'd have jumped out on that 3 quicker than he would on the 2. Makes sense? He probably would have jumped out at 2 on a 3. Or before 2 on the 3. But on that 2, he going to hit the whole 2. That's just the minimum. And they going to probably make him serve all of that. He's a felon in possession of a weapon. He has a prior criminal history. Okay? And so at the end of the day, he didn't learn from the other times he been to TDC. He has a gun now. They serious about that. And he got the lowest amount of time he could ever get. He gonna pull it off. Next. Can I drop out in Pasadena, Texas at 18? I'm tired of these children writing me. Children, let me tell y'all something. Children, I'm on your parents' side every time I have children. Y'all write me thinking I'm gonna tell you because you think I'm cool. I'm gonna tell you some shit you wanna hear, and you probably ain't gonna get what you wanna hear. Let me go ahead and finish. Can I drop out in Pasadena, Texas at 18? I am not motivated for school, and I'm not stable right now. God damn it. You motivated because your ass spelled it right. Girl, you spelled motivated correct, and you said you wasn't stable right now. Now, I don't appreciate it. I'm telling these children this shit. And I mean, y'all always RTFB and ROTFL and LOFL and all this other ROTF and shit. I don't understand none of them acronyms. Okay? I don't get the acronyms and all of that shit, and you guys don't want to use diction. Okay? And I've said that before. I get on my show and talk however I want to talk. Okay? At the end of the day, it's by choice. It is not by force. When y'all be writing me, y'all look like y'all don't even know how to capitalize shit. You don't use no punctuation or nothing going on, and you seem like it's by force because your ass don't know how. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you like I told the other little baby that emailed me a week ago. I'm an audio aspect English class. I don't appreciate this email. This email ain't got no damn punctuation, diction, and none of that shit up in it. Okay, I want to need to kind of see if I can try to know where the sentence begins and where the sentence ends. I can't tell that right now. Okay, so if I can't tell that right now, I'm going to send you back to English class. I don't care how many of y'all 18, 17, 16 year olds write me. I'm going to send you back to English class if you don't write me with proper diction, punctuation, etc. So you're gone. You're back to English. Guess what that means, little girl? You're back to school. And I know I guessed if you was a girl, but you probably are, boo. Because you're talking about, can I drop out in Pasadena, Texas at 18? It sounds like some shit a little girl said. Or in the corner. Let me tell y'all, little girl, something. You are going to go to school. You're going to get an education. An education or education. I don't give a damn what you do. You're going to junior college. You're going to Harris County, County College. I don't care. I really don't. It don't matter. You're going to get it, though. I don't care how you slice it. But you're going to slice it. Because let me explain to you what you do to your life when you don't get an education. And education ain't for everybody. And I don't mean education with a book. I don't mean education at a four-year university. You're going to get a certification and something, be a CNA. You're going to do something. Welding, okay? Underwater backstroke. You're going for something and you're going somewhere. Because if you don't want an education, you need a trade. In order for you to get to a trade or an education, baby, you're going to have a degree. So why are you dropping out of school so you're going to take that hard-ass test? What you going to do? You either going to get a diploma or you're going to get your GED. Either way, you're testing and you need some sort of certification. So stay your ass in school so you can just slide your ass through. Because obviously you don't want to do shit anyways. You don't care no how. Go on make your C's because you smart. You can sit up there and not do your homework and make your C's and get a diploma versus throwing your life away and then having to go come back and get a GED anyways, dear. And it's going to be harder to get that GED than it is for you to skate your smart ass through high school and make a C average. Okay? And let me tell y'all something. I believe in education. I believe you're supposed to make good grades. My children will tell you. I ride backs about grades. But I understand some children, it's a lot for them socially. Y'all mixed up in this internet and all these other things. Y'all worry about whether you're gay, straight, what's going on in school, stuff you shouldn't be worried about. And so your mind ain't there. But I'm going to tell you something. Although you children seem to be a very socialist society, because I'm scared of it, I'm not really scared because at least if the Social Security isn't there, y'all are going to take care of us because you're socialists. You believe everybody's supposed to get a little piece, whether they smart, dumb, they're ignorant, indifferent. It don't matter. They're supposed to get something from the government. So, I mean, it's okay that Social Security is going to be gone because y'all going to take care of everybody. But at the end of the day, baby, sweetheart, stay your behind in school. And then you in Pasadena, stay in school. Pasadena has decent schools. You can get a decent doggone diploma and degree. You can go to a trade school out there, Our Lady of the Lakes, or some other small community college, get a trade, and move on with your life. But you're already 18. You set your ass up in school for 18 years. Really, since you was 5 for 13 years. What the hell, you gonna waste it? You already there. Go ahead and get your degree. So I'm gonna tell you, no ma'am, you cannot drop out. If you're a boy, no ma'am, you cannot drop out. Okay? Y'all got that. Some of y'all got that. Some of y'all didn't went over. Some of y'all hit, but some of y'all already know. I already know. My gaydar is real. Girl, you need to stay in school. And that's it. Get your degree. Go and be a CNA, get a trade, and move on. But you're not gonna be dropping out of school. Now, legally, can you drop out of school? No, you're not emancipated. You're not emancipated until you graduate from high school. And another thing, let me tell y'all something. Y'all sit up here and don't graduate school, and then your other parent be paying child support when you're 19 and 20, going to high school ahead and shit. That shit ain't fair to your daddies. Are your parents together? If your parents not together, if you don't want to do nothing with your life, go and tell the other parents so they can stop paying child support. But y'all need to stop lying. Y'all lie, act like y'all gonna go to school, enroll, don't go to school. They had the other parent paying child support for y'all till y'all get 20 years old, and that shit ain't right. So I'm gonna call order on that. Yes, you're gonna stay in school. You're gonna get your diploma, and if you're not, you need to email me and let me know why you think you're not, because I don't play like that. Okay, I appreciate the love, but I'm not gonna allow you to do that with your life. You are young right now. You are going through something, and when that shit is over with, you need a degree. Do you understand me? Now I'm done. And if you're not stable, baby, I'm going to order you. Go to MHMRA. I need you to go get mental health. I understand that it's harder being a child now, baby, than it has been for many kids. I get it. We didn't go through, I'm 38. We didn't go through what you're going through right now. I get that, baby. But at the end of the day, you can handle it. Okay, you can pray. If you're agnostic, you ought to believe in some kind of forces giving you what you deserve. Put good energy out there, and you shall receive good. And so you already know that there are times that certain energy comes to cloud your mind, baby. But you push your way through it. Once you push your way through it, you on the other side. It's bright, sunny skies. Don't do that, okay? And if you have any questions, you feel free. You call my office, 713-292-2225. You tell them that you're the child that said you want to drop out in Pasadena, Texas, and I'm going to talk to you personally because I don't want you dropping out. Okay? Next case. Criminal defense question. In Texas, how do I proceed with the motion of quash or expungement of a Class A misdemeanor? I was charged with the unlawful carrying of a weapon while my legally registered firearm was in my truck inside my suitcase, and possession of marijuana. Legal purchase of $25 in Colorado with a receipt. The officer sped past me first, noticed I was black, then got behind me. I know you ain't lying, child. Order, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. I gotta give you a half of it because I don't want my white, you know, people that watch me to think that I'm not racist, y'all. Y'all know I'm not, but baby, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. White privilege is real, and y'all be lucky. Just be happy that you don't have to go through that shit. Somebody pulling you over just because of color of your skin, because that shit gets annoying. Okay, okay, my white friends, it gets annoying. Anyways, the officer sped past me first, noticed I was black, then got behind me. I agree. Followed me for 2 miles, then pulled me over and alleged I was speeding while he's behind me. Illegally searched, then towed my vehicle, took me into custody, called CPS for my son who was 17 at the time. That's the son of a bitch. This was 2018. I think I want to sue. I have the entire incident from the officer's dash cam. I wasn't even Mirandized. Baby, it's not Morandized. The only person I know with Moran is a judge in Harris County. His name's Moran, and you don't Morandize anyone, okay? It's Mirandize, Mira, whatever the hell that is. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you this. Let me go through your whole question. First of all, you can't sue nobody, baby. It's past the statute of limitations. If you think you were wrongfully arrested or any of that shit, that's in 2 years. Okay? So we are in 2021. That happened in 2018. You passed the statute on that. If the date that you're giving me is correct, if you're moving forward on, a wrongful arrest case or excessive force. Okay? 2 years. That's all you got. And that's in federal court or any other court. Okay. I understand that you was caught driving while black. But let me explain something to you. When officers get behind you, and I'm not gonna say this again, but I will say it again if somebody else asks me. I'm not gonna say this again. When officers get behind you, baby, you slow down. Okay? You go 45, 50. You go just enough to be over the speed limit because you can get in trouble for driving too slow. But you don't go so fast where they can try to say you a speeding. So you go below the speed limit. Then that's how you know. Because if they behind you and running your shit, they running your tags, you go know. Because they going to stay behind you on that 48, on that 50. They going to stay behind you on that 50 mph. If They trying to get somewhere else and they ain't even after you, they gonna go around you because baby, that 50 is too slow for a police officer. Okay, and that's what you do. Understand? That's if you're on the freeway. Look at what the speed limit is and go underneath the speed limit. When they behind you, don't do no damn stay at the speed limit. Don't stay at the speed limit. You go beneath the speed limit. You making no question at all, so that you don't get caught. You make sure you use your blinker and you start to get your ass over away from them motherfuckers. You understand what I'm saying? And use your blinker when you do it, and look both ways and make sure you're doing everything right and get on. If they follow you, then they on you. Then you just stay on your stay there. Shit, ain't nothing you can do. Okay. Um, but I think you probably stayed at the speed limit, and so you probably were like 1 or 2 miles over, and they used that to pull you over. Don't ever fall for that. Okay, don't fall for that. I don't appreciate the fact that they call CPS on you for a 17-year-old child. That's damn ridiculous. Because at the end of the day, the 17-year-old should have had a license and should have been old enough to be able to drive that car. So I would have filed something on that officer immediately, yes. Because if that child was 16, that child could have drove that car and took that car to their grandparents' house where they would have been watched by somebody. So CPS getting called on a 17-year-old, you must have got mouthy with the officer, something to make them be pissed off. But yeah, they probably should have gotten an IED, IAD, some sort of something for doing that to you. It was wrong. They shouldn't have done it. But at the end of the day, it's too late now for you to do anything about it. Moving along, if you get an unlawful carrying of a weapon and you're carrying one firearm lawfully, you can still catch another unlawful carrying of a weapon. So what you're telling me basically is you had two firearms. One was next to you and the other one was where it was supposed to be. So at the end of the day, if one is where it's supposed to be and the other one ain't, you can catch that case. Go ahead and fight that case in misdemeanor court. You're more than likely are going to win, depending on what type of argument they have with respect to you unlawfully carrying that weapon. Okay. In addition, okay, possession of marijuana. Just because you made a legal purchase of $25 in Colorado with the receipt, do you know that you just slashed your ass and just signed up for a conviction? Okay, in Texas, because it's not legal here. Okay, it's not legal here. Why does everybody want to say where they went and it was legal and that's where they smoked and that's where they bought the shit? That shit don't, baby, that don't matter. If it was a legal purchase in Colorado, the legal purchase should have been left where? Order in Colorado. Hello. If you didn't leave the weed in Colorado, don't tell me about you brought it to Texas and you don't want a charge for it. Now, I can't believe they would prosecute you for a misdemeanor for no doggone weed. Um, but again, this probably was in 2018. But even in 2018, we were moving away from prosecuting for weed. So I don't know how you. I'm sure that case was dismissed. I'm pretty sure that unlawful carrying of a weapon is the only one that you have on your record, and you probably should have fought it. But the entire incident being on the officer's dash cam ain't helping you in 3 years. Okay, the fact that you wasn't even Mirandized, that is a judge that is not proper terminology, and the fact that you're Mirandized does not matter on a traffic stop. Okay? It only matters if they drew their weapon upon you, had you put your hands up, you were in fear of your life, you were detained, and then they asked you questions about the scene and what was going on, and were able to charge you based on the questions that they asked you. Looks like that weed was up in there. Looks like that weapon was there, and I'm sure they did that before they needed to Mirandize you or what have you. Probably told them it was there. So I don't think that applies. But better luck next time. And guys, I'm gonna tell you this: don't sit up here and don't act on some shit and then be stewing over that shit years later. You see this person 3 years later, they still stewing over that shit. You should have done something then. You do something at the time of the offense, okay, or you have no defense. You do something at the time of the offense, or you have no what? Defense. With that being said, I am done today. But guys, we are gonna go ahead and we will pick up later where we left off. Court is going to stand in recess. Make sure you email me, Booker at bookerlawfirm.com. Make sure you add me on Instagram, she underscore yeah underscore lawyer. Facebook, Allie Booker, because I'm the one and only. Ain't nobody else named Allie Booker. And then, guys, once you do all of that, you're going to subscribe to this channel here, Legal Cutie, on YouTube. And one more thing, you're going to click the notification so that you're able to know when I upload a video. So you can partake in the festivities. Okay, guys, so I am done for today, but I just want to go ahead and run this by you guys, and that's pretty much how that goes. That is how I would rule in your case. That is my thought process about what you're writing me. Okay, court will stand in recess until next time.